Hey, Epicenter. Uh, Man, can you believe it? It's almost the end of the year. Um, Normally at the end of the year, the last Sunday, we do a reflection. We've done it in service the last couple years where we brought our kids in and given time, distributed pencils and stuff like that, or crayons for kids to sit there and do their little reflections together. Obviously, we can't do that quite the same way because we can't meet in person. But I think the second thing is obviously this has been a year unlike any other. I mean, there's been so many things that have happened in the course of 2020 that are just mind-boggling, beyond our expectations, and kind of blown out anything of what any of us could have considered normal. And in light of that, I really feel like this year of reflection is going to be very, very important. Now, on the one hand, I think you and I have, in some ways, an opportunity and time and space to do reflection in ways that we never have because there's no holiday parties and we're not shopping at the malls, and Santa's, whatever delivery is taking place isn't going to be us dropping off gifts, but Amazon and FedEx are doing it. So on the one hand, we actually, I think, as people and families have more space, but on the other hand, the challenges of the boundaryless lifestyle that we're all living, where our work and our play are all concentrated in the same place, means that we not only can get easily more distracted at work, but in our reflection, we also get distracted, and it just makes it much more challenging. And so, because of that, I think I just want to encourage you. Let's be intentional about creating time and space for reflection. We've come up with a reflection guide that you can use in your own FaceTime, as well as with one for your families. There's a digital version that you can print out or use on your computer, or use your tablet or whatever and actually fill it out with a Google Sheet or whatever. But here's why I think this is so important. I just want to remind you, God knew about this time, and He's made you. He is not only with us and for us, but ahead of us. And Romans 8:28 tells us that God has good things for us in all circumstances. And so I believe that underneath all the chaotic things that are going on, there are nuggets of gold that God is working in and through our lives, even in this time. But if we don't have time to reflect and think about it, we won't be able to see and appreciate what those are. And I really believe that as we make time and space, you and I will be able to more sensitively appreciate the fingers of God that have been going on right in the middle of everything that's happening. So, what I want to encourage you to do is work with your wife, if you're married, or with your kids, or, with your roommates, so that you actually can create some time, and I think a space where you can take the time in your FaceTime, maybe over a couple days, to think back about this past year and allow the Spirit of God to remind you where He's been, things that have been good as well as things that have been hard, because God's using the pandemic to surface things in our heart that are meant to bear deeper fruit for Him. On December 27th, on Sunday morning, we're actually going to have a Zoom service, and we want you to be able to come in and have some things to share. We're going to facilitate a means for you to be able to bring those things up to our moderators so that we can share them during the service. And so we want to have an interactive time. Parents, again, we've specifically created a reflection guide that you can do with your kids so that they can show their pictures or whatever. I just want to encourage you. Let's use the time and make space to let God really speak into our lives. And I believe He's going to create a track for us for 2021 that will be one of fruit and abundance. God bless you.